Hey YouTubers, JB Coins here with another video. A little different than what we normally do. Obviously we've been showing you coins up to this time for the most part. But we do also collect paper money. Not to the extent that we do coins, but we do have a fair amount of it. We wanted to shoot this video and kind of show you some neat things that, just like we say check your change, looking for coins, you also should check your change when you go to the bank or you go to the ATM, especially the ATM, because those tend to be very crisp bills coming out. And some ATMs are in increments of 5 as opposed to just 20. So it makes it a little more affordable if you find some cool $5 bills instead of a $20 bill. But the point being, some of these can be worth some pretty good money. And they kind of tend to get overlooked. There are people that collect these, and obviously they pay good money for this stuff. But the first thing we wanted to show you is we've got, just from change, all this stuff that's on the table that we're going to show you, with a couple of exceptions, came from change, okay? So the first thing is sequential numbering on the bills. So, oops, I just bumped one of them. So you'll notice this one ends in 2492. This one is 2493, that one's 2494. Other than that, there's nothing really unusual about these bills, these three, other than the fact they handed them to us in our change, and when we counted our change, it was like, wow, they're all the same numbers, so we kept them, put them aside. Same thing here. This happened a while ago. This last one just happened this past week. This happened a while ago, and this one is 778, 79, 80, 81, and 82. So that's the longest numerical sequence we've got of cut singles. Again, nothing out of the ordinary, just normal everyday circulating singles. Then we have the exception to the rule that I mentioned, which is we have a uncut two single dollar bills attached together. They are not sequentially numbered. The first instinct is that they are, but because they're part of a larger sheet, the last numbers, 1395A, are the same on both bills. But the first numbers, the sequence, are 9958 and 9961. So you can see there was a much bigger span on that sheet that these were cut out of. Then the next thing is when the mint goes through the dollar bills and they find errors, what they'll do is they'll pull them out and destroy them. And they'll record that serial number, and they'll issue a brand new sheet that they'll print with star notes. And so what this indicates is that when they printed this serial number the first time, there was something wrong with the bill that was bad enough that the mint decided not to put it in circulation, destroyed the bill, and then printed out a sheet of star notes that had various numbers on them. So a lot of people collect star notes and pay good money for star notes, depending on what series year, whether there's anything unusual about them, that type of thing. And obviously, just like with the coins, condition. This one is really, really crisp and in nice shape. This is another star note, same thing, okay? So they had found one, taken it out of circulation, and printed that. Okay, and then the next one is, first thing that draws your eye is the blue shield, okay? And that's because it's a silver certificate. So this one is from a 1957 B series, and people collect silver certificates, obviously. The theory was back then that you could take this and you could get $1 worth of silver in exchange for this dollar bill, because it was a silver certificate. That was when we were back on the gold and silver standard. This one was issued in 1957. Like I said, it's in fair shape. This one is absolutely gorgeous, though. This one is a 1935 D, and same thing. It was issued with the intent that at that time silver was a couple bucks an ounce. You could turn this in and exchange it for a silver dollar, which were still in circulation. So if you didn't want the paper, you could swap it for $1 of silver. That'd be great if we could do that now, but at about what, 20 to 1 exchange rate. Okay. And you know, again, the important thing is everything that's on this table except for the cut sheet is from our change. So these things, although they're rare, you can still find these in your change. Now, finding one in this condition, that would be a jackpot because it's worth some pretty good money. Now we're going to move into something that some of you may not have ever even seen. Those of us my age, yeah, they were still in circulation. They technically are still in circulation. You can actually get these from your banks in straps. And people do that and sort through them just like we do coin roll hunting. The first one is a 1953 $2 bill with the red seal. And if you notice, just like an offset coin, this one was cut offset. So that actually adds to the value of it to a collector of that type of bill. And again, this is crisp, uncirculated. It was, you know, from the bank to our hands and on the table, you know. So the next one up is from the 1963 series. The first one was 53, this is 63, and there was a 28 series prior to that. And again, they're highly collectible. They are still in circulation, and you can get them from the mint. You can get them from the bank. So we have one more above that. That's the Series 2009. That was the most recent, I believe, issue, was when they started reprinting the $2 bills and put them back into circulation back in 2009. I don't recall whether there's one in between the two, but I don't think there is. But anyway, you can tell I'm not as strong on the paper money as with the coins, but you know, these are really interesting things, and it keeps with what we say about check your change. Again, the only difference being the two $1 bills that are not cut. Now, to add a little bit of how far can you go with this, save this for the last. I have had this for quite a long time, and I'm going to have to put this down. Some of you may have seen these, some of you may not. I have to actually stretch it out. This is a portion of an uncut sheet. I mean, it is an uncut sheet, but it's not the full sheet, because if you ever watch a documentary on how they do these sheets, they're considerably larger. But I have from 1679, then it jumps to 9679, then 7679, 75, so, you know, so they're all ending in 79. And I have $16 here, which I believe is half a sheet. I think they come in sheets as 32. But you know, it's pretty cool. It's obviously uncirculated. It's been in that tube since the mint sent it to me. It was actually given to me as a gift, so it was sent to somebody else who gave it to me. Family member for birthday or Christmas, something like that, a long time ago. But you can get these today still. You can get them in small quantities, or you can get a full sheet if you want. You can get ones, you can get twos, fives, tens, I think 20s. I don't know if they go higher than that. The way you find those is go to the usmint.gov site, and at the lower left-hand corner, there is the very bottom left-hand corner, it says Bureau of Engraving and Printing. And if you click on that, it has quite a few things on there, but the main thing it has these uncut sheets that you can buy in $1, $2, $5, etc. And you can buy 2, 16, or a full sheet 32. So wanted to get that out there for you. Just something a little bit different than what we usually put up there. And with the holidays coming up soon, kind of some neat presents, you know, that you could give to somebody. You know, maybe a new coin collector in the family, kind of spur their interest a little more. Give them a sheet of dollar bills, or give them a roll of, you know, an uncut sheet. Some people actually will frame these, the uncut sheets. But it's definitely a different thing than the coins, and it has its own following. So hopefully you found this interesting and a little bit odd and different from what we usually do. Hopefully you continue to comment, share, like, subscribe. We've gone over 1 million views now, and the channel is just growing like wildfire, and that's all because of you guys. We appreciate it. We appreciate the questions and suggestions, and until next time, JB Coins signing out.